is up, guys? It's Bankrupt back with another video, and today we are back on Black Clover Mobile. Now today's gonna be a different kind of video. It's time for me to get into my bag of what I normally do and what I normally talk about. So today I want to talk to y'all about something that I think is gonna be really cool when they decide to add it. Now, I chose to do it in this event because it makes the most sense. I can actually kind of try to demonstrate what I'm talking about here. So we're gonna just let the game play out, right? It has nothing to do with any of this, and you can see by the title, it's about transformations. And I don't know when they're gonna actually try to start dropping those. It'll probably be during the first anniversary where they drop a character that can transform. But I just think it's just gonna be such a cool concept. Before we dive any further into that, I hope you're having a good day today. And if you're not having a good day, every day gets better. You already know the drill. And lastly, if you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Help your boy out. I know this isn't gonna happen, but like if I could reach 500 subs before the year is over, which I know is actually probably impossible for me. It's like it's December like 6th right now. I don't think that can happen, but hey, I'm gonna throw it out there anyway. If I could reach 500 subs by the end of December, that would be actually awesome. So yeah, help your boy out and hit the sub button. But today we're talking about transformations. Now you see the Noelle that we're fighting, right? She's in her little water orb. This is her training arc. This is her when she's trying to control her power and everything. You know, she ended up going into this frenzy state and everything. It was going crazy, and the team works together to knock her out of. Now we're gonna go back to Otto. Now this is an example of a transformation that I could see them adding to the game. So now if you look at the icon up there, this is just the normal SR Black Bulls Noelle that's in the game. But like they could make this version again as an SSR and give her a frenzy state. So it'd be something brief. Don't ask me how this stuff interacts with PvP. But I can think about how this stuff interacts with PvE. And this is just something like, for example, you activate this state and she's the only one that attacks, right? So like she gets access to, for example, you saw like little water ball and the water typhoon. Like she gets access to those things as her attacks, and also just all the other attacks that she has. So like 3 attacks. Maybe not necessarily the water ball and typhoon, but like she can shoot a ball. She can do an attack to all 4 people. Then she has her ult, which unleashes a big old mass attack to all the enemies on the field. I think that if they made that into a character, this Noelle right here, into a character, we could really be cooking with something. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I think that that'd be really cool to be able to start off with a normal Noelle. Like, let's go ahead and take it to the let's take it to the mage page.
Hey there, you idiots. How's it going?
Where is she? So yeah, it's this one. So you just have a normal Noelle, and this is gonna be an attack or even a defensive Noelle. You have her. We get rid of this simple, like some of these abilities. Give her more attack thing. Make like balance her out between attack and support, because at this point the Noelles are just gonna end up doing the same thing if they drop one that's just a mirror of this and the summer suit one. So that'd be a little bit redundant, but this is just to get into a transformation type of thing. You give a Noelle that's in this form that can level up, power up, and go into transform more like. So like maybe on the ult, you do the ult.
Water creation magic. Sea Dragon's lair.
And so where she fails to do just the Sea Dragon's lair, instead of it giving you a barrier, it transforms. She takes all slots on your team, and you have a free turn of damage or whatever. Maybe even some debuffs. You can debuff the enemy heavily, and or you can buff your team when she leaves the state and gives everybody barriers and blah 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 and cleanses the team. Something like that. I think that could be really cool as a character. Transforming Noelle that gives you a state of invulnerability for a turn. You can throw out some debuffs on the enemy, and then when you revert back, you give your whole team a bubble. And it's back to just this normal Noelle here, who has more attack abilities rather than support. Because here, that's a support ability. I believe this is an attack. Yeah, just a simple attack. What does it actually do? Let's read it. Defense level 1, which is decent, but here's the bubble, which is like I said, that which is very good. It's just a shield, and these shields are really good. See, look, yeah, very good abilities here. But the Noel I'm describing is more of an attack slash support.
Don't speak
And
to me.
that's just my first thought of a transformed character. Obviously, you have Asta, who has his demon form. We're getting that Black Asta that's coming out soon, the half Black Asta with one wing. I'm not as hype as others are. I mean, obviously I can't play it, but I've just seen the animations for them. I don't think they're that good. I feel like Asta's attack, honestly, for the most part, all look the freaking same. So he's not my go-to when I look at him on a fun level. He's just not gonna hit it for me because his stuff looks too much the same. It's too much black. Anime, it's like there's a reason he's not my favorite character in the show. There's a reason Julius is my favorite character. Julius is just such a cool character. His attacks look awesome. I haven't seen his game attacks, but I'm talking about in the show. But Asta just, it is too black. It's too much darkness going around for me to be like, that was cold. It's not like a Zanpakuto or something like it's not like Ichigo's Zanpakuto. Like, I feel like that's different. His, I don't know. For me, sometimes it's just a little too much. And in this game, it just seems like it's just a whole bunch of twirling and black aura. And that's why I feel like all his ults look like. In my opinion. That's just me. But back to what I was trying to say. Asta is the prime candidate for a character that can transform. So, once again, you take this standard Asta right here. He transforms after X conditions are met. He goes ahead, transform mid-fight, half black, and now you fight. Now, yes, there obviously will already be a half black Asta in game, but that does not mean that they cannot do a transform one into that and the rest of the states that he has. Because that's the gacha game way. You can still, like, that's how you make different characters, how you flesh out a roster. And so I completely see that being a possibility if they ever decide to introduce transforming characters in this game. Now, obviously, there's just a lot of characters that can transform. You have Mars, obviously, he can transform if they wanted to have him have one.
Yay, battle time!
Look,
Let's go!
can Yami transform? Probably not. I don't think so. Not my brain isn't believing that there's a transformation for Yami. People like throw him a transformation. Yes, obviously there is a version of him that's like already in the phase that he is in, but they can still add a transformation version of it. Fuegoleon, another transformation. Charmy, transformation. There are quite a few characters in this game that they could throw a transformation onto, or even just a buff state. That is not necessarily a transformation, but it is visually different and can change your kit within the same character. A kit changing character that does something different as the battle goes on. Now I used to use Dokkan Battle as my prime example, but like there are plenty of characters in that game that can exchange and transform in that game. Meaning when I say exchange, I mean that they can change characters. So like, let's say example, you start off the battle with for example. You go in with him, and after 3 turns have passed, he exchanges into Asta. Now that's something that I don't see happening anytime soon for years. So just go ahead and scratch that one off. That was just an example. But then they also have transformations in that game where after X amount of turns have passed and X amount of conditions have passed, the character will transform into, for example, Vegito will transform into Vegito Blue after this turn. But then there are also just straight up base Vegito Blues in the game at the same time. There are a whole bunch of them. So it's something that they can do if they wanted to. And I just think it'd be cool. I think it'd be really cool. It'll flesh out the roster even more. And I really hope that's something that we could see with the first anniversary, possibly. I'm not sure how many more characters they can really drop by the time the first anniversary actually gets here. I'm blind. My brain is blanking on how many characters are actually in the show Black Clover, the truth be told. And I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they're not touching manga stuff either. So obviously I have a couple movie characters, but I think they really help the roster out when they start dropping transformative states of characters. Obviously they'll just drop different arc versions of characters as well. That's just a given. But I think transformations could be really cool, and I really hope it's something that they do on the first anniversary. Because truth be told, I'm kind of surprised that Julius is in the game already, or he will be coming to the game already. In my brain, he's kind of a character that I would have assumed would be a first anniversary type character. Julius's first anniversary kind of vibes, in my opinion. But he's not there. Now there's Black Asta, so hopefully, maybe by the time we get there, we keep getting a whole bunch of banger characters and those are just base transformed characters. But then anniversary, maybe they drop transforming characters. I find like that makes content a lot different, depending on how they kit them out. But I just wanted to bring this to y'all attention. No, just something different. Like, I feel like everybody's making the same exact videos right now for good reason, obviously. But what can I do? I didn't play Career or JP. I can't provide you guys with any of that kind of information. I didn't play those games. I'm not a power. I'm not a power scaler. I'm not a theory crafter, so I can't think about what the next character is gonna have, because first off, the characters already exist on JP Career, and I don't play JP Career, and I don't care enough to wanna go into figure out what characters are coming out next in scale. No, I'm not that kind of person. Let's talk about what things they can use to make a game better, and what things they can take out to make the game better. And this is one of those things that I think they could add that could really be different. I think it'd be cool, a cool addition. There are minor downsides outside of they just make broken characters, which they already do that. They got to get into them with that. But that's a video for a whole different day. But with all that being said, let me know how you guys will feel about some transforming characters. I think that'd be cool. Would you like it? Would you dislike it? Who would you want to be your first transforming character in this game if they had to go from base into a different state? Let me know who. Let me know in the comments. So thank you guys for watching. Drop a like on the video if you liked it. Comment something down below. Subscribe again. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.